Cocktails and Chemo is just a part of our life now. My daughter asks all the time, "Are we doing Cocktails and Chemo today, Mom?" And it's crazy to think about how it all began, because it started just as a blog. And I'll never forget the day that I started writing. Joe was so sick. He was 28 years old and sleeping off the side effects of some pretty intense chemotherapy. And I just felt so alone. I needed a place to feel like I had a voice. So I started writing. And Joe, he loved it. He loved that we could share our family stories and connect with other caregivers and families all across the country. Joe loved us with everything that he had. He loved me, he loved our daughter Mira, and he loved us like that until his last breath.
Well, baby, if you're looking at this, I'm probably gone. I just need you to know that I love you very much, and you did a great job today. I know it's hard having the baby all by yourself, and I wish I could be there with you. You've been the love of my life and everything meaningful to me, and I love you very much. Good night, my sweet baby.
Now, every time that I watch that video, I'm reminded how much he believed in me, and everything that we do is rooted in that same love. This was just a crazy idea. Let's send some care packages to caregivers. And one turned into 3, turned into 50. And now every month we're receiving dozens of nominations from people all across the country that just want to help acknowledge someone that they know is hurting.
Dear Cocktails and Chemo, Kathy and Jay have been on a long road.
Dear Cocktails and Chemo, Aaron is
Dear
my
Cocktails
husband.
and Chemo, I met Kim through my husband's window cleaning.
Miranda is married to a former student of mine. His name is
On
Ryan.
December 10th, 2017, Rachel's 9-year-old son Tyler was diagnosed with B-cell leukemia.
I'm nominating Allison because she is a selfless and strong superwoman/caregiver to her mom, Linda, who has advanced stage breast cancer.
Jay was diagnosed with leukemia. He has had cancer in the past, so being diagnosed with cancer again was devastating.
He is a quiet and humble man and never asks for anything. He gave up the life of a normal 30-something-year-old to take care of me and spend time with me.
He will spend the next 3 years undergoing chemotherapy, blood transfusions, transplants, appointments, and hospital stays. Because of his diagnosis, he will no longer be able to go to school, play sports, or hang out with friends. You know, the normal things every 9-year-old boy does.
He was diagnosed with stage 2 bulky Hodgkin's lymphoma. Miranda has been with Ryan to his doctor's visits and his first chemo treatment. She is caring for him at home so he may rest from the exhaustion of this journey.
Linda lives alone, and Allison is there many times a week, hanging out with her, keeping her spirits up, taking her to appointments, and helping her in any way that she can.
One day, she approached me with tears in her eyes. Her husband had just been diagnosed with cancer. I knew exactly how she felt.
I love Allison, and I would really love for her hard work and care to be recognized.
She's not just a caregiver, she is inspiring, she is faithful, she is strong.
It can be really hard to know what to do, how to be a friend when someone is going through something awful. So when you don't know what to do, Cocktails and Chemo does. And that's exactly what we're doing. We don't look away when someone is going through something painful. We look right at them and say, how can I help?
I don't know about you, but I didn't expect to get cancer when I was 32. I don't think most people in their early 30s expect that. So I started reaching out to people, including Amanda at Cocktails and Chemo, because we were desperate. And she responded with the most loving, generous hug that I could ever possibly have asked for, and sent us a check for $2,000 from Cocktails and Chemo to help us stem the bleeding a little bit, get back on our feet, make sure we could pay our mortgage for the month, which we couldn't have otherwise. So thank you, Amanda. Thank you to all of the donors and all of the supporters of Cocktails and Chemo.
Every day, we're connecting caregivers to other people who just get it through our online support groups and our sip-in supports where people are meeting in person. We're giving those big dollar grants to families to help them pay for childcare when a parent is in treatment or long hospital stays. But more than anything, we're just learning how to be good humans, be good friends when people need us the most. And truly, that's the best way we could live Joe's legacy.